Heat your pan on high heat and add in 3 tablespoons of normal cooking oil, which is vegetable oil. Once your oil is hot, add in 1 medium onion finely sliced. Give this a good mix. Now add in 1 teaspoon of jeera or cumin seeds. Mix well. Now add in 8 medium potatoes roughly chopped. One teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of mixed masala. Mix well. Now cover and cook for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, add in a 1/4 cup of water. Mix well again. Now drop your heat to medium and cook for 12 to 15 minutes. After 15 minutes of cooking on medium to low heat, you can see the potatoes are now soft. Now switch off your stove and add in 10 mint leaves finely chopped, a handful of dhania or coriander finely chopped, and 2 stems of spring onion finely sliced. Give this a good mix. Now press potatoes down like this with your spoon and give it a good mash. The filling is now completed. I did not fully mash all of the potatoes. I left some small pieces. This is a perfect combination for the spring rolls. Now let's move on to the pastry making. In a bowl, add in 250 grams or 1 cup of cake wheat flour, or all-purpose wheat flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and 100 milliliters of normal tap water, which is lukewarm water. Now mix well until you get a fairly stiff dough. Once dough is formed, knead well for 1 minute. Now form a disc. Now cut your dough into 8 equal pieces. Now turn pieces into small discs. Once discs are formed, apply some dry flour on the table and set your discs on top of the dry flour. Now keep it covered with a dry cloth so it does not dry out, and work with one disc at a time, keeping the rest covered, and roll your discs out into a saucer size roti. Now let's start rolling. Flatten and roll out disc a bit using your fingers. Now apply some dry flour on both the sides. Now dust your rolling pin with some dry flour and roll out a saucer size roti. Always roll in a circular motion. Once your roti is rolled out, apply some dry flour on the table and set your rolled out roti on top of the dry flour. And always keep it covered with a dry cloth so that it does not dry out. Once all of your rotis have been rolled out, use normal cooking oil and oil them in layers of 4. Now there's still some dry flour on the table, so take your layered roti and set it on top of the dry flour so it does not stick to the table. And keep it covered with a dry cloth. Now give your table a quick clean. Now let's roll out the layered rotis. First flatten and roll out a bit using your fingers. Now apply dry flour on both the sides and very gently spread out the flour. Now we can start rolling. Again, always dust your rolling pin with dry flour and roll out little at a time. Try and maintain the circular or the round shape of the layered roti and just roll out little at a time. And do not press your rolling pin. Let the weight of the rolling pin do the work for you. And if your rotis move a bit, you can always set it like this. The layered roti is more or less rolled out to a plate size. Now let's toast the layered rotis. Now take your layered rotis and set it on a plate. And toast it in a microwave on normal settings for 40 seconds on both the sides. After the first 40 seconds, turn it over and toast for another 40 seconds. And after the final 40 seconds, the pastry is now ready. Now let's separate the pastry. It's always advisable to separate it whilst it is hot. And you can see the texture of the pastry as well. A beautiful texture. And this time, keep it covered with a damp cloth. In a small bowl, add in 2 tablespoons of flour. Now add in normal tap water, little at a time, and mix until you get a thick paste. This will be the glue that we will be using to stick the spring rolls. Now let's make our aloo or potato spring rolls. Once your spring rolls are all made, you can shallow fry them on medium heat until it turns golden brown in color. So there you have it, guys. Beautiful and delicious potato spring rolls. And the pastry was made in the microwave. You can see how beautiful the pastry turned out. Another quick and easy way to make the wrappers using the microwave. The recipe for the mixed masala that we used for the filling will be in the description box below. So guys, please like, share and subscribe, and please give this recipe a try. Until my next video, be safe and peace out.